What is going on, everyone? Drake here. Today we're going to go ahead and break down a new blitz that I found. It is going to be out of nickel load. It is one of the new formations in College Football 26, which is awesome. I love to use new formations in the game in order to either find blitzes or cool formations or run on offense. So I'm super excited about that. So this formation can be found in these playbooks. It can be found in 4-2-5, 4-3, and multiple playbook. Set up a defense, it's super easy. You want to make sure to have auto flip off. It's going to be very key. And then from there, you want to select cover 2 shell. Now at this left linebacker spot here, I will put either a fast linebacker or safety. That's going to be your user. And the other spot, just make sure you have a fast linebacker. Now the play that we are going to run is good old cover 6 Willie. It's just out of a different formation, but the defense is very good. It definitely screams. So what you want to do before you break the huddle, you want to make sure you run the formation flipped. Let's dive into it. Alright, so we've gone ahead and broken the huddle here. First up, I'll just easily show you how to set up the defense. So what you want to do is show Blitz. You do that by pressing the right bumper twice. Now, all you need to do besides that is pinch your defensive line, blitz this linebacker here, and slide him over a yard, maybe 2. You can see he's standing in between the tackle and then the end on the left side. From there, you use this linebacker in the gap and kind of hesitate for a split second to occupy the guard. Now, what that's going to do, and I'll show you in the replay here, you can see it makes it so the guard does not slide over, which lets this linebacker scream untouched. All right, let's do it again here. See right there, flying through. I'll just go ahead and show you the replay. See, here he comes, untouched. So like I've stated, you want to make sure you slide this guy over. Very key for the defense. And then you hover for a split second here to make sure number 52 just kind of engages. And then from there, your quarterback, or the opponent's quarterback, is eating dirt. How's that taste? Let's run it one more time. And let's do it here. There, flying through. So a couple important things to note with this defense. It does come with match logic, so you can turn that off by either shading down or shading up. But shading down is basically going to be Y on Xbox, triangle on PlayStation, and down on the right stick. Shading up is going to be Y on Xbox, triangle on PlayStation, and up on the right stick. So kind of what I like to do here, coverage rise when I'm setting the blitz. This guy here on the left, I'm typically going to put him in a cloud flat. This safety here, so he covers the middle a little bit better. I'm usually going to put him on a third over the middle, and then I'll obviously use this guy. Right there, flying through. Some things that your opponent will start doing. One is going to either be blocking their tight end or their running back in order to pick up the blitz. So what I like to do is basically just disguise the blitz, and doing that is just sending 4 people but making it look the same. So you can do things like this here with this defense. You can see I'm leaving the middle linebacker there lined up to the slot wide receiver. You can cross man him to the tight end. You can even man him up to the running back if you want. A lot of different things that you can do here, but as long as you're moving him over, it's going to look exactly like you're running the blitz. So your opponent will be a little bit hesitant on whether or not to block the running back. And then when you feel like it's a down where they're sending out the whole team, you can go ahead and just scream at the quarterback. There, we're hollering. We show the replay. So you can see here, the Blitz is screaming. So that's basically it here for the defense. You can mix in things like this even too. If you just want to put like a hook curl, you just want to make sure to slide them over so it looks like you're running the defense. And you can do something like this. You can even make it so you keep this guy manned up to somebody, put your defensive tackle in a yellow, and then send 3 people. You just got to kind of be cautious that your opponent doesn't just take up off the middle with the quarterback, because setting 3 does kind of leave you susceptible to getting scrambled on. But you want to just basically set up the blitz here by doing different things like setting your defensive line, just kind of scheming around this. You can see here he comes. So an important thing to note with this defense is that if you try running a different play, you'll see when we break the huddle, they are totally offline. They're misaligned here. They're off to this left side of the field. Now, the reason why this happens like this, especially if you're trying to use a cover 2 shell, is because they aren't manned up. So if you can take a look at cover 2 man, cover 1 robber, you'll see we break the huddle. They're still aligned perfectly. Now, this can still create some issues with cover 6 Willie because the other linebacker is in a yellow, so he is still off misaligned like this over here. So that can definitely mess up the blitz a little bit. So what we do here to kind of counter or fix that, we change our shell, if you look at the bottom here, to 2-man. So when we break the huddle, you can see the alignment is perfect. So that allows us to just set it up normally. I might have just messed it up by shifting them left. But then you can just throw these guys in the middle in other zones. You can leave this deep blue in the middle, man them up, whatever you really want to do. And then post snap, you kind of just lurk the middle or all the way directly to the right if your opponent is basically like throwing a lot of corners. So let's do it again here. So then, like I obviously stated, you hover here for a split second. You can see the linebacker was screaming through the gap there. Take a look here. Here he comes, right through. You'll give trip settings some problems, especially if you mix up, obviously, just sending 3 or 4 with your defense line as well. So I hope you all did like today's video. This is just a super easy to run defense that should definitely win you some more games. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the like button, as well as subscribe to the channel if you appreciate my content. If you have any questions at all, just comment below. I get to them as quickly as I can. I'll see you next time.